Pray 5. El Karuga.
Kapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Kapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Friday, yes, Friday, TBIF, April 26th, 2024, aka National Pretzel Day. Yes, a day dedicated to the pretzel. And John Araki, Kapla, John Araki with a 99-cent super poop super sticker to start off the stream. Thank you, sir. Yes, we are on poop alert. Unfortunately, things have not been doing as well as could be.
It's a fake.
And in that department. And yes, if you think, how could we possibly still be on poop alert? It's been about a week. Trust me, I am as shocked as you guys are. Is that yes, it's not that I've stopped pooping. There have been poops, but I just feel that there is still a giant backup. However, unfortunately, I felt like this before, and then the backup never comes. So I really don't know right now if I'm still got a humongous amount to still pass out of me, which is what I do suspect. But as the days go on and on, I feel like the likelihood of them happening is getting less and less. Or if it's actually all come out in small amounts already. And I wish there was a way. I wish so much there was a way, either with a pill you take that has a camera or whatever, some way to sense what's in your gut by using, I don't know, some type of ultrasound or something, some way to tell how big a mess is still yet to come, coming down your GI tract. I am talking about pooping, mother. Yes. I want there to be a way to know how big a poop and how far away it is, and when to get worried if you haven't pooped. That's what I need. Yes, Mama Pray. Mama Pray, mind you, was outside. Did not hear any the beginning. Yes, I wanted away.
That you were in the hospital.
I was in the hospital.
Now, we're not talking about poop now.
Right.
We're talking about the other side.
The other side, yes.
And they did what was it, a CAT scan on your?
Did a CAT scan, yes.
Yes. Then they did a bladder scan.
Right.
Okay. And then they did another CAT scan.
Yes.
In all those, within 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
they missed the 5 kidney stones that you passed while still in that bed.
Well, not that they missed the kidney stones. They saw kidney stones. They just didn't care about the kidney stones.
They didn't know they were ready to come out. They were shocked when you started passing them.
Mm-hmm.
I was there. Anyway, so whatever tests they may have,
Mm-hmm.
it isn't going to show what you wanted to show. Go back to your stream. I'm going to sleep.
Okay. Good night. Good night, Mom. Mr. Londell's groovy movie, says Kapla. Kapla, Mr. Londell. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. John Aragi says Bird hates pretzels because they're too salty. I don't hate pretzels, but they are too salty, especially for my tastes these days. Captain Fandom Nerd says hello, Captain. LDG free the hashtag free the net. Puts in his fives that you can get if you're a channel member. Yvette says good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening to the lovely Yvette. John Araki says it's a fake poop. I wish it was. John Araki says Bird's IRS audit was so thorough and deep, he's backed up for weeks. That is the problem, I guess. LDG says, where the heck is everyone? Are they at the backstage? The underground? Mike Richards says 9 out of 10 doctors suggest Taco Bell for constipation. You know, maybe that's what I do need. Maybe I need some Taco Bell. Haven't had Taco Bell in a while. Arabic Saunders says Kapla Berto Bray. Kapla Arabic. Arabic says hey to Yvette. The Random Menace says greetings from the future. Greetings, Sir Future Man. Random Menace. And JP's. Kapla JP says hello. Berto Bray 5. Hello, JP's. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, well. You know, it was a late setup today. It was Friday afternoon, and to be as is often the case, I wasn't 100% sure I was going to be even streaming, so it was kind of late in the afternoon before I even had the stream set up. It was it's actually after 3 p.m. Eastern, I believe, that the stream got set up. So, yeah. Had it been set up earlier, maybe there would have been more people waiting, but it is what it is. It really doesn't matter how many people are waiting, because you know what? We do the best stream we're going to do regardless. Actually, in some ways, it's better to have less chat. That lets me get right to the topics I want to talk about sooner. And today, of course, it is National Pretzel Day, but there's quite a few holidays today, and I did want to bring them up so as to talk about some of them that actually will spark some conversation. Now the headline for today is actually National Arbor Day, but truth be told, I don't know if National Arbor Day is the same as Arbor Day. I do not believe it is, and so I kind of consider that a fake. It's a fake. It's a fake holiday. So we will move on. Then we get National Pretzel Day. Now that is a holiday I gave I named the stream after, because pretzels are delicious, and those big, heavy, like those big New York style pretzels. From when I was a kid, I remember the ice cream man that would come by my childhood home, Jimmy the ice cream man. He'd come down Flatlands 10th Street there in Canarsie, Brooklyn, and he would sell, I mean, he brought all types of ice cream. Mom O'Prey loved ice cream. I mean, everybody in the house loved the ice cream man and his various ice creams. But Mom O'Prey was a particular fan of ice cream. And I preferred the pretzels. I preferred the hot pretzels. I also liked that he would bring toys. He'd sold what were those guys called? Parachute men. You would throw them up in the air and they'd fall down with a parachute. And so he was always, they were 25 cents each for a parachuter, which wasn't bad. I'd get probably 2 parachute guys and a pretzel for like $3. But the problem was the pretzels had to cook. And sometimes he'd be out of the pretzels by the time he got down to my block. And I was like, Jimmy, like, I need a pretzel, man. I need a pretzel. He couldn't stay in front of my house for the time it would take the entire pretzel to cook if it was still frozen. So I was like, you know what, Jimmy, just give me the frozen pretzel. Give me the frozen pretzel. He's like, really, frozen? He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And you know what happened? I thought I was going to take it inside and microwave it. But instead, I would just eat the frozen pretzel, and it was good. So I started eating frozen pretzels right off the ice cream truck. Honest. And I don't mean that like honest, that when a certain current resident of the United States says honest, and then it's like honest, my uncle was shot down and eaten by cannibals. Honest. No, I don't mean it like that. I mean like honest, this is what actually happened. I got used to eating frozen pretzels, and they were delicious. Now it's also Alien Day, Alien Day, not just a antiderivative Jill stream, but let your imaginations guide you to Ridley Scott's land of green beings where weird things happen. Today, April 26th, Alien Day. Audubon Day. I don't know what that is. Learn about enduring conservation legacy, complete with some fun tips and activity and suggestions. I guess that's a person. This day was particularly interesting, noticeable, and weird, considering the year. Confederate Heroes Day. Today, April 26th, is Confederate Heroes Day. Apparently, we get to place flowers on these heroes' graves, and as well as retell of their heroic deeds. So Confederate Heroes Day, what exactly are the Confederate heroes? Okay, the web page is literally moving on its own. Okay, stop. Why can't you just, there you go, behave like a normal web page? Confederate Heroes Day is observed on April 26th annually in many southern U.S. states. The day is set apart to commemorate all the soldiers who lost their lives fighting for the Confederacy in the American Civil War. It's a day for remitating ruminating. Is that a word? Ruminating? ruminating. Ruminating. I'm hooked on phonics, huh? Ruminating on the sacrifices and achievements of the Confederate soldiers who did all they could to stand for what they believed in. These men will forever live in the memories of all Southerners for their heroic struggle. We understand why this is so. And join the former Confederate states to immortalize their lost lessons, their lost sons and daughters. Wow. Who is we? We understand why this is so and join the former Confederate states to immortalize their lost sons and daughters. History of Confederate Heroes Day. Confederate Heroes Day, also called Confederate Memorial Day or Confederate Decoration Day, is a state holiday celebrated in southern U.S. states to commemorate approximately 260,000 Confederate soldiers who lost their lives in the American Civil War. It was first celebrated in 1866, about 150 years back. Very suspect. The idea of singling out a day to remember a Georgia branch first conceived. The idea of singling out a day to remember a Georgia branch first conceived the dead Confederate soldiers of the Ladies Memorial Association in 1866. Letters were written from the branch to all the other ladies' associations in the former Confederacy to join in the commemoration. A member of the association, Elizabeth Rutherford Ellis, chose April 26th as the date for the holiday In honor of the day, General Johnson of the Confederacy surrendered to Major General Sherman of the Union back in 1865, marking the end of the war. Most states still celebrate it on or near April 26th. However, Alabama and Florida celebrate theirs on the fourth Monday in April, while Mississippi celebrates it on the last Monday in April. The two Carolina states celebrate theirs on May 10th. Major deviations from the April 26th celebration are in Texas, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Texas celebrates theirs on January 19th, Kentucky and Texas and Tennessee on June 3rd. That's pretty much all the states. States use key current events to choose observation days. For example, in 1916, 10 states celebrated it on June 3rd, the day then Confederacy President Jefferson Davis was born. Other states celebrated it on May 10th, the day Davis was captured by the Union Army. The day was first celebrated as a public holiday in 1874 and proclaimed by the Georgia legislation. Today, the states of Alabama, Mississippi, and South Carolina consider the day a public holiday, while Florida and North Carolina celebrate it but do not close their offices and banks. 1866, it was the resolution by the Ladies Memorial Association. In 1868, had a change of name. The holiday's name is changed to Confederate Memorial Day. First official present celebration as a public holiday in 1874. 1916, it spreads. 10 southern states celebrate a holiday on one day. And in 1973, renaming it in Texas, Lee Day was renamed to Confederate holiday. Mike Richards says sassy 2024. JP says ugh, pretzels are a mere conveyance for a dip. And pizza pretzels are good though. John Araki says pretzels and soda. John Araki says, is a soft pretzel considered bread? You know, Mama Pray recently picked up some pretzel breadsticks or pretzel sticks that basically, to me, are just bread, yes. But delicious bread. Mike Richards says Zort for the alien and live long and prosper. Sign. JP says lol, celebrating the losers. Yep. The Traveler says Bird of Prey 5. Greetings, birds, turds, and nerds. How is everyone on this fine bird day? Asks the Traveler. Kapla Traveler. Hope you are well. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir, and the pretzel. And he puts up the pretzel that looks like the pretzel from Pac-Man. And that is the ideal pretzel indeed. Mike Richards says, we built the wall too far south. Jim's Landscape LLC, Commodore Productions. Hello, Jim. Jim, you used to call me Jim. Thank you. Thank you. I called him Commodore in the backstage of the Underground, and he said, Jim, you used to call me Jim. Don't you remember? obviously from Star Trek 4. Pop Culture Curator says, hello, everyone. Hello, Pop. Kapla. Kapla, Pop Culture Curator. The multi-gunman's in the house, says Bird. Hey, Bird, how's it going? Going okay, multi-gunman. It's going okay. Jedi Bill says, Kapla, brother, warrior. Bird will pray 5. All should hail Karoga. Kapla, Jedi Bill. And I'm glad to see you are home, Bill. I know you spent some time in the hospital, and I hope everybody sends you some prayers and good vibes that you get well soon. We want to see. I want to see Jedi Bill doing well and home, which you are home now, which is good. Continuing for today, we've got Donate Life Blue and Green Day. Donate Life Blue and Green Day. Let's get our blue and green on as we help donate to life this holiday. I don't even know if I'm reading this right. Donate Life and Blue Day, Life Blue and Green Day on April 26th is a holiday that was largely pioneered by the Donate Life America organization to encourage people to welcome the idea of donating organs to individuals in need. There is no specifically appointed day for this holiday, but it's usually any day, mostly a Friday, within April, a month which is National Donate Life Month. Donate Life Blue and Green Day is usually observed by the hundreds of thousands of individuals waiting to receive organ donations and comprises people wearing blue and green colors to raise awareness. Donate Life America, DLA, is a non-profit organization dedicated to saving lives through organ transplants, as well as building a tradition of organ donations as a fundamental human responsibility. The DLA manages and directs the affairs of Donate Life, which is a national brand for driving donations and motivating members of the public to register as donors. They also educate the public on living donations, as well as developing and executing donation campaigns. The DLA was initially established as the Coalition on Donation in 1992. Their organization ran with that name for 14 years until in 2006, it changed to Donate Life America. In space of about 3 decades, the Donate Life America organization has successfully registered hundreds of millions of donors in the United States. How many more could they register? And the population of the United States is only 300 million. In 2003, Donate Life America was instrumental to establishing Donate Life Month, which was the first made official by then President George W. Bush. They have since launched awareness campaigns targeted at millennials, through digital outreach and social media. The organization has chosen the month of April for its annual awareness campaigns, which focus on the potential of every individual to improve the quality of life of others by simply registering their decision to donate. The organization creates artwork that encapsulates the power of donation. One of the two major highlights of National Donation Life Month is the National Donate Life Blue and Green Day, which is usually a random day in April, depending on the activities set up for the Donate Life Month. On Donate Life Blue and Green Day, members of the public are encouraged to adorn blue and green, organize fundraising events, as well as collaborate with businesses, media, and the community to spread awareness about organ and tissue donation and transplantation. That is quite a bit. What is blue and green? Why blue and green? Sign up to be a donor, spread the word, share on social media. Here are 5 interesting facts about organ donation. 1, you can donate while alive. You may not need to wait until you pass away to consider donating your organs and tissue. You can be a living donor. Okay. 2, chronically sick individuals can still donate. See, that's what I would be concerned about. Individuals with chronic illnesses are still eligible as organ and tissue donors. Nobody wants my organs. 3, most religions allow organ donation. Most popular religions are in support of organ and tissue donation. 4, social wealth status is irrelevant. In donating organs, only 2 things come into play: your willingness to donate and the health state of your organs. Well, maybe I want more to come into play. And 5, a single donor can save multiple lives. A single deceased organ donor can save as many as 8 lives, while tissue donors can save even more than that. Wow. Antiderivative Jill is in the house. Kapla to Antiderivative Jill, whose, I guess, alien stream has ended. I assume, since she's here, probably driving. Mike Richards is heart transplant survivor in the house. Woot, woot. Congratulations again. Yes, Mike Richards, a heart transplant survivor. Now, unfortunately, a heart is not something that you can donate while still alive. I did hear that they're doing new things with animal transplants, that pig kidneys have become a possibility. They've figured out a way to get the pig, either the pig's kidney genetically as closer than they had been to humans, or done something with pigs' kidneys that they are now able to use them in human transplants. And even if it's not a perfect kidney, but it's still better than sitting for dialysis, apparently. So I'm sure it was just what we've seen so far was just a test, but going forward, it might really be a thing for people who need a kidney, or until a human donor can come Yeah. Mm, a pig kidney will do. Today is also Get Organized Day. Putting off organizing your space for ages. Today is the time to stop procrastinating. Except if you're a member of this household, uh, there's still plenty of time. It's Hug and Australian Day. Oi, it's Hug and Australian Day. What a perfect day to spread some love, hug a loved one, keep the affection flowing. Of course, in this picture, it's two women hugging. I don't know which one is the Australian. Maybe they're both Australian. It's not quite kissing Dax, but it's hugging Aussies. I don't know which one's the Australian, but I would say they're probably both. They're probably both Australian. Yeah, it kind of looks like they both kind of look like the cuddle, the Australian professional cuddler I had those many years ago. It's International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day. I would prefer to remember the HBO documentary on Chernobyl. That was quality television. It's National AI Day. Discover more about AI and the famous people who shared this name. Oh, AI. Oh, OWL? It's National OWL Day, not AI. Well, what the hell is that picture? What? That's not an owl. I don't know what it is. Like, it's a picture of two Asian women. I fair to say two older Asian women. I had no idea why two older Asian women are the image for National AI Day, but I'm even more concerned as to why it's the image for National Owl Day. Discover more about Owl and the famous people who shares this name. So it's not AI. I am really confused. The Traveler says, someone donate legs and a nervous system to Bird so he can walk again. I just don't think it's that easy, Traveler. Stanley says, I heard some guys have complained about no, I don't know of anybody there. Why would that start spiraling? DJ Play Nice says, Richie Poole says hello to everybody, basically, in the chat. Pleasant Valley Picker says, I need to get organized. That's funny after talking about organ donation. Yeah. JP says, I want to see them Aussie women go down under. 47 Yorktown says, hashtag say no to Aussie O'Prey. And we got 3 kangaroos. Stan Lee says to Pleasant Valley Picker, if it's called a donation, can you write it off your taxes? Pleasant Valley Picker Canada says, hey to DJ. Stan Lee says, that's what's the monetary value of a healthy kidney? It depends. If it's your kidney and it's healthy, it's priceless. If it's someone else's kidney and you need it, it's worth anything. But if it's legally, what can you charge for it? Nothing. not in the United States. DJ Play Nice says hi to Mikey Sues. Hey, Mikey Sues. Mikey Sues 4 is in the house, says hello to PvP and fellow chatters. Pleasant Valley Picker Canada says hey to Mikey. DJ Play Nice says AU, Australia. Pleasant Valley, no, let's try that again. Mikey Sues 4 says, I've seen both Deadpool and Wolverine teaser trailers. They keep the R rating. Yes. Play Nice says long distance hugging. JP says, while neither of them look like an owl. Pleasant Valley Picker says, Al is a name. Mikey Sue says, even Logan cussed F-bombs, lol. DJ Play Nice is saying through the Traveler. Mikey Sue says hello to DJ Play Nice. Stan Lee says, from the pig kidney. From the pig kidney. Jim's Landscape LLC says hey to PvP, Jill, and Mikey. And Pleasant Valley Picker says hey to Jim. It's National Dissertation Day. Today serves as a reminder for students to get back on track. Get back on track, you goddamn students, and complete their dissertations. It's National Gabriel Day. This is the day to celebrate all the Gabriels in your life, famous or not. Let me think, how many Gabriels are in my life? I would say of all the Gabriels I've ever heard, that are in my life, none. Perhaps one if religion is true. That would be it. What do we got? National Garage Day. National Garage Day. Get your creative juices flowing and work in your garage. Well, I can't because it's on a different floor. National, oh my God, National Hairball Awareness Day. Hairballs are a healthy part of animals' routines, but can potentially be an underlying health issue. Oh my God. National Help a Horse Day. Now that's a nice horse. That's a nice lady helping the horse. National Help a Horse Day. We are saddling up to create awareness around taking better care of horses. National Jason Day. Learn more about some of the men who made the name Jason famous across history. National Kids and Pets Day. Celebrate the bond between your fur babies and your actual babies this National Kids and Pets Day. So it's not about your kids being your pets or your pets being your replacement for having kids. It's both. You have to have both kids and pets. National No Makeup Day. Not today, please. Makeup allows us to express ourselves and feel confident while we're out and about. Interesting. National South Dakota Day. What happened to North Dakota Day? National South Dakota Day. Appreciate the breathtaking beauty and thriving wildlife of South Dakota. National Static Cling Day. Everyone get charged up and let's celebrate National Static Cling Day. Remember your first kiss day. Disregard your diaries today and sojourn into mind those special first kiss moments. Your first kiss day. Interesting. April 26th, Richter Scale Day. Today we pay a tribute to the man who invented the Richter scale. Remember when Spock brings up the Richter scale of what was it, of planetary evolution or something? This we needed something, a scale humans know, Richter scale. Okay, but now we'll use the Richter scale for something completely unrelated to earthquakes. Completely unrelated to earthquakes, but we'll just call it the Richter scale of planetary evolution or whatever. And, was it blood and circuses or patterns of force? One or the other. One of those. Anyway, the Richter scale day. Secretary's Day of Columbia. Stop Food Waste Day. Remember when like your parents or your grandparents, they used to make you feel bad about not finishing your food because like I used to be told that there were children starving in Africa, so I should finish eating whatever food was put in front of me as a kid. And even though I was already I knew I was an overweight child already, but I was being told that if I didn't eat all the food I was given, that somehow that was worse. Somehow it was worse for the planet. If my grandparents had to throw out food, that was a weird one. If your parents or your grandparents were made to feel like they had to throw out food that I didn't want because other people in other parts of the world were so sick or so poor they couldn't eat enough. It was something bad, and you're taught to see it was even your fault if this happens. That was crazy. Very sad and very effed up. I'm surprised we didn't get past that. But more. And Forza Jersey with a $2 super chat says it's World Penguin Day. It was World Penguin Day yesterday. Hail penguins. Thank you, Forza Jersey. I did not know it was Penguin Day yesterday. And yes, hail to all the penguins. Undiagnosed Children's Awareness Day. Undiagnosed what? Children's Awareness Day. Just undiagnosed Children's Awareness
Captain's
Day?
log, stardate 7414.1. Our best estimates place
Children
us
who
some 4 hours from Earth.
Thank you again for Forza. Yeah, Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk slapping himself. Silly. Children who are affected by syndromes without a name and their families need our support. Interesting. World Burlesque Day. Get ready to be entertained. We're going to celebrate World Burlesque Day. World Intellectual Property Day. Join us as we salute all the creators and inventors for their contribution to society's development. And World Women's Wellness Day. Join us and let's support women's health across the world this World Women's Wellness Day. Interesting. Quite a few days. Let's go back to the chat. Mikey Sue's 4 says, I've seen both Deadpool and Wolverine teaser trailers. They kept the R. I read that. We're going to skip a little. Mikey Sue's 4 says, hello, Jim. He reached 5K subs. Congrats on your 5,000, Jim. Congratulations to Jim's Landscape LLC, who's reached 5,000 subscribers. Stanley says, I think the students are busy protesting.
Indications negative at this time.
And living in tents. And Arabic Sonder with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much, Arabic Sonder. We got Eyebrow Dax. We got Eyebrow Dax. Stanley says, I think all the students are busy protesting and living in tents on campus. Stanley says, Peter Gabriel. JP says, only time someone becomes aware of hairballs is when they step in it at 3 a.m. Yeah, well, that's hopefully the pet in question takes care of the hairball and gets rid of it. Hakeem says, hey, Bird and chat, Kapla Hakeem. Richie Poole says, Dear Bop, should I start raising pigs just in case I may need a kidney transplant someday? It might be the thing to do, Richie. It might be the thing to do. Forza Jersey says, Kapla Forza. Antiderivative Jill says, hey to Jim. JP says, I bet she helps that horse. All right. Yeah. Mikey Suze says, Jason and the Argonauts / Jason Voorhees / Jason's everywhere. Pleasant Valley Picker says, hey to Jill. And Mikey Sue says, hey to Jill. Says, Miss Jill. Mikey Sue says, good to see you, bro. Bird, Kapla, and hail the Karoga Alliance. JP says, I'll take fur babies. You can keep the crotch goblins. Star Trek Nitpickers is in the house. Says, yo, bird people are the best. Thank you, Star Trek Nitpickers. Stanley says, geez, can we stop saying fur baby? I love my cat. It's an effing pet cat, not a substitute child. And JP says, nope. Nitpicker says, static Klingon day. Klingon, I get it. Static Klingon. Mikey Sue's 4 says, first kiss / Jill, do you remember your first ever kiss? Why would you ask Jill? It's my stream. It's my stream. Don't ask Jill about a kiss on her stream. And Jill married her first ever boyfriend, according to what she said on her stream once. So I would assume that her first kiss was also her husband. I can't take it if it's not true. So don't ruin my fantasy. JP says it's better than a damn crotch goblin. And cats don't talk back. I don't know about that, JP's. Star Trek Nitpicker says, I put up Leia's first kiss on YouTube Shorts today. It was with Riker. Stan Lee says to JP's, they don't listen to you either. Pleasant Valley Picker says, I remember my first kiss with my first girlfriend. It was magical and very hot. Well, I mean, I guess the question is, how far, what type of kiss? Because my first kiss was just a peck on the cheek, but my first hot kiss, that was much later on. Anthony Jill says, hey, PvP and Mikey. And yes, I do. I was on a school bus for my first kiss on the way back to school after playing my saxophone at a football game. Wow. If the mouth muscles were overworked from the saxophone. Stanley says, JP's, I guess they listen, they just don't obey. And Stan Lee wants to know what grade from Antiderivative Jill. Grade school, or did you hold out until high school? Says Stan Lee. Mikey Sue says, mine was back in 3rd grade on the playground. She was a very good friend. Only first base on the bus. Oh my God. Asked Stan Lee. Pleasant Valley Picker says, Jill, you were all puckered up after playing the sax, ready for kissing. DJ Play Nice says, Hakeem says hello to Hakeem and Star Trek Nitpickers. JP's as well, at least she didn't play the flute at band camp. Stanley says to Forza, Emperor Penguin's devotion to the egg while the women are swimming for half an ocean away. Forza Jersey with the $2 super chat. I thought I read it, but it was World Penguin Day yesterday. Hail Penguins. I did read it. I did. In Arabic, Saunders also super chat. Arabic Saunders says, where's Kronos? I don't know. I don't know. Mike Richards says, please don't slap the penguins. Forza Jersey says, Stanley, yep, that's crazy. Gotta love the penguins. JP says, Burlesque used to be cool until the draggies thought that they should take it over. Antiderivative Jill says, 10th or 11th. I can't recall. 10th or 11th grade. Wow. That's high school. Hakeem says, I wonder what do penguins taste like? Are they like chickens of the sea? I'd imagine they probably taste more like duck. Nitpicker says, Kapla to DJ, play nice. Arabic Sound says, I'll take it, but my favorite is getting Shran. I'm sorry, Arabic. I can't control. I mean, obviously, if I could, it would be kissing Dax. Mikey Sue says, penguins are edible to humans, but they do not taste nice, and they taste like an oily blend of beef, codfish, and duck. That's what I was assuming. Nitpicker says, I saw a pig race once. Forza Jersey says, happy Friday. How is everyone doing? Kapla, Forza Jersey. Mikey Sue says, sorry, Bird. I was being polite, asking the fine lady first. When was yours first smooth to a gal, Brother Bird? I don't want to talk about it. It was a little later. It was a little later than 10th or 11th grade. It was, I don't know, somewhere in my 20s. But it was really quick. From the kissing to the like I always figured it would be. Oh, lol. Star Trek Nitpicker says, lol. Data's daughter, not Leia. Okay. And Forza Jersey donated another $1 super chat and got, it's a fake. It's a fake. Sorry, Forza, but thank you. Thank you. Stanley says, Mikey Sue's for 3rd grade, you little Lothario. Arabic Sounder says, you know people who can play the saxophone and also play clarinet. Have you ever tried playing the clarinet? DJ Play Nice says the skin flute. Mikey Sue says, hey to Arabic. Jedi Bill says, Kapla, brother warrior. Kapla. Kapla, Arabic Sonder. Kapla to Jedi Bill. Mikey Sue says hello to Jedi Bill. Jedi Bill says hello to Mikey Sue's. Stan Lee says to Mikey Sue's, yeah, I'd figure penguins would have a lot of fat on them. Arabic Sonder says, Kapla, Jedi Bill. Glad you are home. Hope you have a speedy recovery. And Forza Jersey with another $1 super chat. And another $1 super chat. Thank you so much. Still no kissing Dax, but it is interesting. Seems like we're going through all of the others. Stanley says, Mikey Sue's, do they have feathers? Like a short, oily, waterproof ones. And Mikey Sue says, very much so to Stanley. Yes, they do. They have feathers. Okay. So. And Forza Jersey with another $1 super chat. Thank you so much, Forza. Let's see. Let's see if we get kissing Dax. I think I've told the story of my first kiss. If we get kissing Dax, I'll go into it again in detail about the kiss. But I don't think people give a shit. It was depressingly late in my life. Are we gonna get any? It's gonna play something. Any second, any time now, it will play some video. Some video clip will come up. See, this is the problem. I shouldn't have set anything to wait on it. But in the meantime, we will go back to the web browser. And it's a fake. It's a fake. So okay. We got something. It's a fake. Let's check the top stories. Congestion pricing starts on June 30th. Methanol cigarette ban delayed. Forza Jersey with another super chat. Thank you, Forza. Brent Spiner coined the best line in Star Trek TNG. Do I really think this is true? No, I don't. Let's see. Also, Star Trek actress shares incredible survival story after 96% chance of death. Let's bring up that story too. But let's see. And Forza Jersey with another $1 super chat. Thank you again, Forza. Brent Spiner coined the best line. I've got another $1. Done. Okay, let's see. Star Trek Next Gen remains one of the greatest sci-fi shows ever made, right down to the final line of dialogue. In the series finale, All Good Things, Patrick Stewart fittingly gets the last word in, dealing out poker cards to the crew and explaining what they're going to play. 5-card stud, nothing wild, and the sky's the limit. It's a line you might have expected to come from the months of the writer's room brainstorming. But in reality, Brent Spiner, who plays the android officer Data, coined this awesome phrase. I mean, the sky's the limit? He didn't coin that. Brent Spiner may never have gotten proper credit for this line, if not for Captain Picard actor Patrick Stewart. In 2023, Stewart released a memoir of his storied life, and he named the book Tongue-in-Cheek.
Indications negative at this time.
And Forza Jersey with another $1 super chat. And we got Eyebrow Dax. We're getting close. And another $1 super chat. And we're back at the Birds of Prey and Defiant. Making It So. The title references Picard's frequent line to his crew. Throughout the book, the veteran Trek actor drops interesting tidbits of otherwise unknown franchise knowledge, including the fact that Brent Spiner coined the final line of the series. If you haven't watched All Good Things in a while, what have you been doing with an anomaly that transcends time and space or something? You may need a refresher as to what makes this line so significant. In this episode, Q sends Picard hopping between different time periods as Starfleet officer tries to unravel a mystery that could potentially wipe all humanity out. In reality, it was all part of Q's ongoing trial of mankind, and Picard passed the test by figuring out the paradox was a mystery anomaly existence and proving Q that humanity can still evolve. Picard seemingly grows from his experience, and in the final scene of the show, he joins his crew's regular poker game for the first time. In deference to the captain, the crew has him deal the cards, causing Picard to utter the line coined by Brent Spiner, so 5-card stud, nothing wild, and the sky's the limit. The line has resonated with audiences for decades because it embodies both the premise and the promise of the next generation, that this crew would face countless more adventures and always rise to the challenge, all while showcasing the best humanity has to offer. And again, thank you. Thank you, Forza Jersey. And another Forza Jersey super chat. Wow. Okay. Wow. So good, they did it twice. The poker scene was so nice. The franchise effectively did it twice. In the series finale of Picard, The Last Generation, Picard sits down to play poker with his beloved crew, now more friends than colleagues. Once more, Picard gets the last line. I've come to believe that the stars have always been in my favor. Though it was coined by writer-producer Cindy Appel rather than Brent Spiner. What really brings the scene to life is that the camera captures genuine moments of the actors having fun and catching up with one another. Okay, I don't know what went on in the Star Trek Picard finale, but I have a hard time believing that this is, if this is true. Okay, I really think that Patrick Stewart, I'm not saying he's lying, by saying that he might misremember. Okay, he probably does not remember what really happened in Star Trek The Next Generation. Okay, because from what we have heard over and over again from people, frankly, with better memories, is that you did not get to change the lines of a show. You had to read the script.
Indications negative at this time.
Another super chat. Thank you, Forza. Says, cry havoc and let's slip kissing Dax. But not yet. Not yet. But anyway, we have heard from multiple people who worked on the set, actors, including the top actors, that said you had to read the script 100% as it was given to you. You couldn't, there was no improvising. There was no improvising. So it boggles my mind that Brent Spiner could have written or chosen the last line for Captain Picard to read. No, it just doesn't. No, it did not happen. It did not happen. And unfortunately, nobody's even going to bring this up. Maybe granted, give it a week or two or whatever. Maybe there'll be another article, but It's not here. Let's see. Now, who was this actress who had a 96% chance of death? Star Trek franchise is filled with death-defying exploits, but when the cameras are off, the stars mostly lead safe lives, not counting the conventions. However, Trek actress Kitty Swink managed to defy death in a big way after she didn't get any help from Dr. Bashir. Instead, the combination of real-life doctors and her own sheer willpower helped her survive pancreatic cancer. Holy shit. After she was told she only had a 4% chance of survival. Kitty Swink. Since she only appeared in the franchise a handful of times, you'd be forgiven for asking, wait, who the heck is Kitty Swink? Who did she play in Star Trek? On Deep Space Nine, she appeared in 2 episodes, playing a Bajoran minister, Roseanne, in the 2nd season episode Sanctuary, and playing the Vorta, Laran, in the 7th season episode Tacking into the Wind. She also voiced Loran again in a relatively obscure but surprisingly decent video game, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And she was married to Armin Shimmerman. Kitty Swink is also connected to Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It goes far beyond her appearance in a couple of episodes. She is married to Armin Shimmerman, the acting legend best known for playing the hilarious, irritable Ferengi bartender Quark. Wow. Frighteningly enough, Swink may have very well died if she hadn't taken Shimmerman's advice one fateful day. According to Kitty Swink, there it is! There it is, Kissing Dax. Forza Jersey, you did it. You did it, Forza. Thank you so much. Let me just finish reading this, and I'll get back to the chat. According to Kitty Swink, she noticed she had started losing weight in 2004, but because she's always been skinny, she didn't worry about it too much. She was also experiencing back pain that she attributed to stress, but Shimmerman was convinced something else was going on because his wife had battled breast cancer before. He insisted that she go to the doctor and ask about recent symptoms. And another Kissing Dax. Forza Jersey got
indications negative at this time.
2 Kissing Daxes and now a 3rd Dax. Oh my God. Thank you, Forza. And now another a super chat from Forza. Wow. Did we get that far behind in super chats? Must have been. So, okay, so she had cancer before. Well, then it's a good thing. It's a good thing they went after it. Holy shit. Okay. Let's come back to the chat. Mama Pray, when you get a chance, you host. If you're busy, it's fine. Just no rush. Thank you. That's good. Arabic Sanders says Shran. Oh, you were looking for Shran. I hope not. DJ Play Night says, Perspective Bird, you got it done. Some never do. Well, I suppose. Stanley says Mikey Sue's. There was a long drought before, shortly after though. ... Mikey Sue says, that's understandable, Stan. DJ Play Night says, Forza, are you stretching a $10 donation? Stanley says, the sky's the limit. Forza says, DJ, gotta make you happy. Gotta make you gents happy. And you did, Forza. Data, oh shit. No, I don't think that was the line. DJ Play Nice is laughing at Forza. Nitpickers is putting in a bunch of custom members emojis. Thank you, Star Trek Nitpickers. DJ Play Nice is up to 12. 13. Forza with a $2 super chat says today is a good day to show Kissing Dax. You're welcome. Thank you, Forza. It really is. It was very nice of you. Very generous. Stanley says it took Picard 7 seasons to make a friend. Stanley says Forza, Bird probably just deleted Kissing Dax just to mess with you. No, I did not. I would never do that. LDG at Free the Net says Q's words to Picard are so underrated in All Good Things about mapping stars. Arabic Sonder is lolling at Forza. DJ Play Night says 13, 15. Stanley says apparently they already started shooting Generations while finishing work on the last episode of the TV show. Stanley says, yeah, those shows were all edited down to the second. They didn't have room for riffing. Yeah, I'm telling you, that didn't happen. Forza Jersey says, Stanley, this may be rigged. Stanley says, would they have to give an actor a writing credit if they improvise lines not in the script? Probably. Stanley says, I heard that's like a writers' union thing. Stanley says they'd have the writers on set in case they felt they needed changes or if certain lines weren't working. Yeah, but I don't think Star Trek did it that way. I mean, you hear the actors talk about there was no editing a script. It was what it was. Stan Lee says, Forza, big money, no whammy. Yet a 4% chance of survival is crazy. Stanley says, must have been true love. Armin almost looked like a Ferengi without the makeup. Acting legend, lol. Stanley says, Forza Jersey, winner, chicken dinner. Or maybe fish. Star Trek Nitpicker says, remember to like. Thank you, guys. Cody Guy says, happy Friday, Kapla. Cody Guy, happy Friday to you. Forza Jersey says, victory is mine. Indeed it is. Forza says, my credit card company called me thinking I got hacked. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, this was an intentional and for a good cause. Thank you, Forza Jersey, and thank you to Forza Jersey's credit card company for being ever so vigilant. Ever so vigilant. Okay, guys, let's come in and come up for Dear Bop. It's time for Dear Bop. What's up with Dear Bop? We have 6 Dear Bops at the moment. Let's see. Dear Bop, how do you tell someone new to fuck off? You say, hey, fuck off. I don't, I mean, okay. Let's restart this. Number 1 is why do you want to tell them to fuck off? You just don't like them. You don't have to stay with them. Just leave. If you don't want to be around somebody, you should leave. To be completely blunt about it. It's not for them to make you feel better. If I mean, if if it's a public place, I don't know how else to say it, but I mean, okay, we go to panels. So if you're on somebody's panel and you don't like somebody else that's there, then either ignore it or you leave. I mean, that's to be blunt about it. I tell you what not to do. Don't act like a bitch. Don't not say anything or pretend to be their friend, and then as soon as they leave, you start saying, I hate that person and I don't want them here anymore. Well, that's fine. If you hate that person, you're entitled to hate that person, but don't pretend to be their friend when they're there. Dear Bob, I'm worried that Star Trek Discovery is a sign of the apocalypse. What is the opinion of the Carogan Church? Signed, Panic in Ohio. Discovery is a sign of the apocalypse. Unfortunately, is the apocalypse doesn't mean that the end of the world is necessarily around the corner. It could be hundreds of years before the apocalypse still comes. So that's the opinion of the Carogan Church is, yes, it's a sign of the apocalypse, but it's not so worrisome that the apocalypse isn't upon us. The apocalypse might be upon us, but it will be things far worse than Star Trek Discovery. I'm afraid the hose again. Panicked in Ohio. So the Carogan Church says the apocalypse is not yet upon us. Okay, it's going to be worse than Discovery. Dear Bob, I don't know what it is, but since my birthday, I have been singing about Diana every day. She grows more beautiful within my mind every day. Did you play my song for her from my birthday stream? I have it saved and can send it to her. Deej. Okay, I don't believe this to be Deej. And no, we have not sent it to Ciso Prey. It wasn't for her. It was for Mama. So she's heard it. LDG's Bird, I think you know who this one is pointed at, Lowell, and who wrote it. Not me. I don't know who wrote it, but I have an idea. Forza Jersey says, just say fuck off. I'm 6'2". Nobody comes at me for saying it. I guess that is true. I'm 6'4", actually. So yeah. I guess I guess if I was 5'9" and 115 pounds, I might think differently. Fair enough. Dear Bob, my name is Muhammad bin Sama Ding Dong. I demand that you say that you love Gaza on your stream, or I will come visiting with my favorite machete. You know what to do. Hammy. Dear Bob, so we had a turkey breast the other night, and my beautiful boyfriend and I did the wishbone break together. He wished for a bigger pecker, and I wished for a bigger rack. I guess you can figure out who the winner is, as I had to go to Victoria's Secret and buy a new Triple K bra. The garment cost me $250. Careful what you wish for. Cheyenne Jugs Johnson. That's not even a question. Congratulations, I guess. Dear Bob, I'm planning on getting a tattoo affixed to my schlong. My options are a barber pole, a rocket ship, Full Metal Jacket bullet, or an orange popsicle. What would you choose on your third leg? Salty. I don't do tattoos, so it's not even worth pretending. It's not even worth pretending. Forza Jersey says STD is just like an STD. Pretending it does not exist doesn't make it go away. JP says Hulk smash. Hulk smash. Stanley says Bird of Prey 5. Were you a late bloomer, or were you always one of the tallest kids? I wasn't a late bloomer, no. Mama Prey says I was taller than her at 8 years old. But Mama Prey is 4 foot 10, 4 foot 11. So I was 5 feet by 8 years old. But I'll tell you, in 3rd grade pictures, there is still a couple of kids taller than me. It wasn't till high school that I was the tallest kid in the class. Also, the other kids that were taller than me in elementary school weren't in my high school. that might have had something to do with it too. Pop culture curator says, "Lowell, I'm 5'9" and currently 113 pounds." Well, that's who I was thinking of. Forza says, "Sounds like fatwa is on Bird of Prey 5. No one messes with our fearless leader." Stanley says, "I had a cousin we used to make fun of for being fat. And then one year he shot up like a foot in height and wasn't fat anymore." Hakeem says, "Do the rocket ship." Yeah, no tattoos here. JP says a lightsaber. Dr. Scotty says a barber pole would hurt. Only if it was a working barber. DJ Play Nice says, "Here's to both you, both your back and breast reduction surgery jugs." And Dr. Scotty says hello to DJ Play Nice, who says hello to Dr. Scotty. Yeah. Anyway. Forza, I feel bad, man. You put in a lot today for kissing Dax. Is there something I can do for you? Is there a topic I can talk about for you before I call it a day? Word to Ma. What do you want me to say to Mamo Pray? Mamo Pray is quite I would say you're quite exhausted at the moment.
So just tell everybody I said have a good weekend.
Mama Bray is saying for everybody to have a good weekend. Okay, here's some more kissing Dax. Okay. Forza Jersey says, "How about your favorite episode of Star Trek?" And he says, "Tell her hi." Okay, Mom will pray. Forza Jersey says hello. Well, Forza, my favorite episode of Star Trek ever, I believe I've talked about it, I would say is probably Trials and Tribulations. It is a beautiful love letter to Star Trek. It combines the best of Deep Space Nine and the original series. It's happy. It makes me smile. Just seeing Captain Sisko and Dax and Miles and Miles and Odo and Dr. Bashir all interacting with the original cast and Worf there and the Klingons. And I guess they are Klingons. And it's a long story. But it's great. It's great. It's beautiful. It makes the original series even look better because it never made quite sense to me as to why those tribbles were coming out one at a time onto Captain Kirk's head way back then, but now we think, oh, it's okay. It's Cisco and Dax throwing them out one at a time. It just is. It just is. Have a great weekend, Mama Pray, says DJ Play Nice. Mike Richards gives roses to Mama Pray. Thank you. No, not code of honor. Move along home, Sub Rosa. You guys have fun with that. I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I gotta get going. Thank you all for coming by. It is appreciated. Forza and everybody, thank you for your generosity today. And Kapla all, bird out.